What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's Fish Tanks, bringing it to you with Miss Sandy Moore from Segrest.
Hi, everybody.
I've done many videos with her. You can click the links around and see them. Segrest, million fish a week out of South Florida. Sandy has been a tremendous asset to me for a long time, and I have to do something that I won't do justice without having her involved in talking about it. And it's kind of an ugly topic, and it's kind of boring, but it's very important. And Sandy does a lot of dirty work for the industry with PJAC. So Sandy, can you tell us what's going on with the Lacey Act right now?
Right.
Why it's a big deal, what's up, and just kind of give us the rundown on it.
Absolutely. So 2 weeks ago, the House of Representatives passed the Competes bill. Part of the Competes bill has language that would change the Lacey Act, would give the federal government a lot more power to restrict importation and interstate trade of species. It gives them power to create a whitelist, so there's only a list of allowable species instead of a list of species that are disallowed. It gives them the right to stop importation of any species that they deem fit. It gives them 3 years to go through their testing to find out whether or not we should then be allowed to have those species. Whitelist across the world so far have not worked. Australia implemented them, and it cut their hobby down by 60% overnight, and it's still in decline. Maine has had a whitelist for the past 30 years, and nothing has been added on to that, and it doesn't take, nobody's ever going to improve it, like, you know, if there's taxonomic changes,
right.
It doesn't, those are just lists, those are SKUs that you just can't have any longer.
So we're going to break this down into a simple, like, let's talk about, we were talking about neon tetras. Let's just give the example of the plain Jane common neon tetra.
Yes.
The neon tetra today is not on any list, right? It's allowed to be brought in.
It's allowed to be brought in.
And then what would happen if this went through? Would the neons have to be put onto a whitelist?
So it would give Fish and Wildlife the ability to put that fish on hold, to stop importation and interstate transfer of that fish if in their rapid screening assessment they thought it was possible to become established or invasive in any part of the country.
And this is done at a national level, right?
Country.
And this is a big deal because we have a snakehead problem in certain places, but like certain fish that live here in Florida, like invasively, will not be able to survive in other states, and thus should be allowed. Like you're not, those aren't living. Like in our state, piranhas are illegal and you can't get them or whatever, but they could totally not live in Kentucky.
Right.
So this is
bettas could potentially live in Florida.
Right, bettas could live in Florida.
Not in any other part of the country.
Great segue there. So yeah, so just to repeat that, so betta fish, because they could live in Florida, can't be allowed anywhere else in the country.
That's
so this is a huge, big deal, scary deal. This is industry-wide. Hobbyists should be fired up about it. And I want to thank Sandy for like doing the dirt, like getting your hands dirty on some ugly stuff. You know, you're going into the belly of the beast on stuff like this. Just so you know, this woman in Segrest, they're like at PJAC, they're in Washington, like they're making moves. This is a big deal. So I had to like come on camera and say like, we need your help on this though. Like call your senator. What can people do to help, Sandy?
They can go to PIJAC.org, PIJAC.org. It's a 2-minute thing to send out a letter to your local legislator or senator.
If you want cool fish, this bill hurts that. Click the link. Tank on. Thanks again, Sandy. Perfect.